Ian from the fourth place back, mere moments from when I recorded the last video, this time to talk about contested ability checks. So we talked about how a roll with one of your skills, a d20 plus your appropriate bonuses, is going to help you determine whether you can do something that your character is trying to do. Now I want to talk about what happens when two people are contesting each other. So let's imagine, for this circumstance, that Lost Tom has agreed to solve some dispute, perhaps just to pass the time with one of his fellow adventurers by arm wrestling. Now, arm wrestling obviously is going to use a different skill. We talked about last time how Lost Tom has a high intelligence and is proficient in Arcana, which meant the rolls we were making to decipher some magic runes were looking pretty good for old Tom. This time, however, he's going to be rolling with a different skill called athletics. Now, Lost Tom is, as a wizard, not surprisingly, much like me, not proficient in athletics. So when he wants to see who's going to win in this contest of strength, he and his opponent will each make an athletics check. For the purposes of simplicity, I'm not going to move to another character sheet. I'm just going to show you two rolls and we're going to compare them. So Lost Tom is going to make his athletics check, and in Lost Tom's athletics check, he rolls that B, which is a natural 20. This is another fun piece of making ability checks in Dungeons & Dragons. A natural 20 is considered awesome. In combat, it does extra damage, and in some games, it's an automatic success or in some other way improved by your dungeon master. So note when you make a natural 20. This is a good time to mention, you'll hear a couple of phrases. You'll hear the total on a roll, usually. But in this case, someone might mention the natural 20. If someone rolls a total of 20, the common phrase is to say they got a dirty 20, meaning the olive juice in the mix is that they needed the skill modifiers to get to 20. So we've got Lost Tom here with a 21 on his athletics check. Let's now imagine that I'm on a different character sheet, or that and that we're rolling for his opponent. His opponent's now going to roll their check. His opponent is going to get a 6, which is a total of a 7. And remember, it doesn't matter whether either of these people cross a certain threshold. Lost Tom wouldn't automatically win necessarily for that natural 20, nor would he win because his total was above, say, 15, which is a pretty common target. But in this case, Lost Tom is going to win because his roll was higher than his opponent's. That's a contested check. That's it. So when your dungeon master says, "Hey, can you two make a contested athletics check?" or "I need you to make an athletics check against this orc that you've met," that's what they're talking about. You both roll, the higher one wins. That's it. And that concludes our quick little discussion of some common things that you're going to hear about ability checks and making basic D20 rolls in Dungeons & Dragons, 5th edition in this case. Thanks for your time. Again, please consider following, certainly, this, whether you're seeing this on Twitch or YouTube, please follow the channel. If you're an Amazon Prime subscriber and you want to subscribe to our Twitch channel, you can actually do so for free, and we still get a little bit of a bonus for you doing that. They basically give you one freebie subscription if you have Twitch, and we'd love it if you did that, because we're going to be trying to put out a really cool D&D game soon, but also a bunch of D&D content like this, and some other surprises for video game fans, board game fans, and tabletop RPG folks. That's it. That's all I've got for you tonight. Peace out.